Hi guys, welcome to another video of our automation series. And in this video, I'm going to cover one of the important topic of XPath also. And this is in this video, I'm especially going to cover ancestor and descendant. Here you can see in our previous video when we are discussing the topics about the XPath, you have seen that we have discussed about there are different technologies, different methods, and different ways of creating XPath, right? We also have seen a couple of example like how to use, you can see how to use parent concept, how to use child concept, and how to use siblings concept, right? Those are the things that we have discussed. Let's say here in this example I want to show another couple of you can say useful uh, and useful useful you can see technology useful how you can create your XPath, and those are nothing but by using the ancestor and your descendant concept. Okay, we'll see in details how to use those things. One more thing I want to get clarify. Let's say this is my HTML document. It is starting from here, right? HTML document. Let me remove this. And let's say this is your HTML document, which is starting from here, and we are covering it here, right? This is my HTML document. And here your focus is right now into this place where it is, let's say you have identified this particular element, right? Now if you want to go ahead to the upward side, if you want to go ahead to this up side, then there are a lot of options to go ahead. Also, if you want from this particular locator, from this particular element, if you want to go ahead to the downside, there you have some options, right? That we also have seen that how to do. We have seen that how to use parent, right? Or how to, for going to the upwards, we have seen how to use the preceding. So those things we have seen already, right? Similarly, if you want to go ahead to the downside, so we see that there is a following is a keyword, right? So we used following, how to use following, right? Who is missing? So we have seen these things. So how to use preceding, how to use preceding sibling, how to use similarly how to use following and how to use following sibling. Those things we have seen. Now in this video, I'll be just discussing on these things: how to use child, how to use child. We have already seen how to use descendant, how to use descendant or self, and how to use ancestor and how to use ancestor or itself, right? These are the two couple of things that I want to discuss with you. Ancestor is nothing but which is the first thing you can see, the ancestor and the descendant. They are each an opposite of each other. Okay, ancestor is talking about, let's say this is your parent, this is your current node, and this node is coming from some other node, right? So if I create a structure of HTML, it may have two nodes, and from the body it has couple of nodes, right? See, like this way. So might be it is coming from this, it has several nodes, so this is coming this way. So your, if you are there in into this particular position, so this is its parent nodes, this, sorry, these are siblings, right? So the parent node is this one, this is, let's say, p1. Definitely its parent is this one, so this is p2, so this is p3, so this is p4, right? This way it will go. So we can say the immediate parent is the parent of this particular element, right? And if we go to the parents of parent, so this is going to be your grandparent, this is great great parent, right? It is, and you can go ahead any number of level to the great side, right? Similarly, if I come to the towards the downside, you can say this is the following side. So similarly, we have child, right? We have, you have already seen, and we have great child and great great child. So these are the label are there for towards the downside. So for to go to the downside, we have seen that we can utilize the child keyword. We can utilize the following keyword. Now, what is the difference then, or what is the advantages of using descendant or ancestor, or descendant or itself, or ancestor or self? We will be seeing it now. Remember one thing, if you are using that preceding keyword, if what it does actually, it will taking all the fields which is above of your current node. So my current node is at this base level. So above any field, if it doesn't need that it should be your parent. It can be any level, but that should appear from your HTML root tag to your current node, right? Those are called as your preceding. Similarly, if I talk about following, which is actually from your node to the at the bottom of the page. So these are your following part, right? So now here, if I talk about the ancestor, which is only talks about the parents, parent, grandparent, um, you can say great grandparents, and so on. Whatever you can say level, you can go ahead. That there should be link, right? So when we say ancestor means we can point these points only. This point, this point, this point, and this point. Not you cannot, by using ancestor you cannot point this one. You cannot point here if there is anything. You cannot point. You can point only this point, this P by ancestor. Okay. So if you are using ancestor or itself, so you can point those only which is the parent, great parent, great great parent, and similarly opposite one. If you are using descendant, then you can identify those fields which are child only, not child related something else, right? If child has some sibling or child has some other things, right? You cannot notify those. You cannot get identified those fields. So if I say child one, child two, right? Child three. So those childs only you can identify by using the descendant or descendant itself, descendant self. Let me show you one example so that it will be very clear to you guys. I am going to this particular website. Let's see. Here I have a lot of fields there. So what I'll do, I'll let's see. I'm going to take this particular label, right? This label. Let me take which some field which has child also. So let's see table instead of this div, right? This div has some child and this div has some parents also, right? So I'll take this particular div. Let's say this is container button, and this container button I'll create an XPath here. So let's say div, and that is class, and you can see at that class it should be, right? So I said that class is equals to, within single quote I have to pass the class value, and this should be my XPath of this particular deep container. So container button XPath, what is missing something there? That class is equal to deep container. Anything is missing? Deep. Okay. There are three slash. Okay. Now you can see this is my current node. So if I go to the HTML document, you can see there are some fields which is above of the current node, and there are some field which is downside of this current node, right? So now let's say I want to go to the upward side. So if I go on to upward side, we have preceding that we have already seen, right? If I say div, so we can locate all the divs which is towards the upward side. But I am not interested on preceding right now. Let's say I want to go to the parent. So I say div. See, I'm not getting any result. Why? Because the parent of this particular field is not a div, right? What is the parent? Parent is td, right? So if you say parent and slash slash, sorry, colon colon td, You can see now we are getting the result. But you cannot go to the great parent by using the parent. Let's see, td is false inside of a tr, right? So the who is the parent of td? This is tr, right? So if I say parent tr, we are not able to go to the parent's parent, right? So you can see parent is directly take me to the parent only, not to the parent's parent. So what if I want to go to the parents' parent? So, but I do not want to get these other things, right? Other steps, right? So what I can use there, that is there is one, that is nothing but ancestor. N is C ancestor. Now you can see we are able to get the tier, right? Not only tier, you can get the parents' parent also. Let's see. I'm enclosing that, and you can understand. Okay, for tr, T-body as parent. For T-body, table also parent. Span is parent of table, right? So if we say instead of tr, we say span. See here, we can getting all the nodes which are directly relation is there. There is a parent-child relation from the node where your initially has identifying. Okay, after that only you are going to, either you are going to parent, your great parent, your great great parent. In this, for in this way you can go ahead. Okay, but you won't be able to, let's see, you won't be able to fetch any which is not to your parent. Let's say I want to go to the field form, right? So I say form. You can see I'm coming to here. But instead of form, if I say if I say b, you can see that we will not get any result, because b, there is no direct parent relationship between this particular field, between this field and between this field and this particular field. There is no parent relationship. That's why we are not getting that result. So hope this ancestor concept is clear to you guys. Now let's talk about another one, that is ancestor or self, right? What does it mean? So if I say instead of ancestor, we say ancestor or and hyphen self. See, here also I am getting the same result. If I say ancestor or self, also I am getting the same result. If I instead of form, I'll say tr, right? That same tr we are getting, right? Now here one trick, guys. So you will be saying, you must say that what is the difference, right? So initially we have used, let me copy it. Okay, I'll copy this both. So you can see, let me copy it here. I see here this one is the right one, and earlier we have written it this way without self. So this is one of the use case, this is another use case, right? So for now we are getting the same result with both of them, right? Because we are going toward upside, and we are getting, there is a parent-child relationship, either it is a parent-child or there is a relationship great grandparent, right? Those kind of relationship. But the thing is, here is one more keyword you can see, or and self, right? So when you know what is the meaning of, you can say operator or, right? Or means either left side of or should be true, or right side of the or should be true. So that means if you want to, if you want to face the same element where your pointer is located now, so that case self is going to work for you. Okay, so what did that does mean? Let's say for me that say, div, I'm the self, the current element, the current node is with the div tag, right? So definitely if I go to the self, my current node, so I can use div instead of tr. Let's say I'm saying div, right? Now you can see that the diff we were initially identifying, the same diff we are now also getting located because of self, right? But if you, what if you remove this self? Let's see what happens. Remove the self. double colon. You can see now we are getting only one result, means it is not including itself. Okay, but if you are using or uh, hyphen or and self, then it is including itself also. Okay, so in such case, so the cases where you need to get that particular field by yourself also, so you will be using uh, or self. Okay, so you will be using ancestor when you want to exclude yourself. You do not want to exclude yourself in that result of elements, but the cases where you need to include yourself also and the preceding parents, right? So that case you will be using the ancestor or self. Hope this is concept is clear. Now the same thing will come to for the descendant also. It is just a opposite one. Let's just show you quickly. So I'll say instead of descendant, I'll say mm, descendant, right? So instead of descendant, I'll say label, right? So you can see here all the descendant, all the direct childs, all the childs of this particular div, right? And which is having tag name as label are getting located here, right? Now, if I say div, let me show you one example so that uh, self also can be explained here. If I say div inside of a div, right? So div inside of a div, let's say your class banner here. Yeah, we have here div. Let's say class is equal to banner. This is here we have div inside of a div. So this is div. Instead of this, I'll say div, right? So you can see with descendant, I am getting one result, right? And if I use descendant or self, now you can see we are getting two results. So this is how you can utilize the use of descendant keyword. Okay. So descendant and or descendant self. Hope this is also clear. This is talking about the childs only. Okay. This side or will be talking your child, right? Your grandchild and so on. Okay, not the any other relationship, right? And great grand, all these child relationship, and this side these are something which will be talking about the your father, you can see, or parent relationship, right? You can say great parent, right? So this kind of relationship, when you have this kind of great parent, great grandchild, great parent relationship, then you can use ancestor. And when you have relationship like child, so you'll be using descendant. But if you want to include yourself also, so that time you have to use descendant or self. Hope this concept is clear to you guys. I hope you have learned something in this video. Later on we'll be coming with other you can say expert operations or the fee issues where what people face who are writing the experts. Okay, we'll be discussing on this thing. If you have any issues, any concern, or any other topics you want me have to a video, just let me know. I'll be happy to get another video on those topics. Till then, thanks. Thank you guys. Bye.